All right, so a few things, man. We started off meditating, cool, woo, getting a nice little schedule out going. One thing I will say about actually recording and posting it and really executing it and being consistent is I realized, one, how much time I can waste. Two, there's a quote I heard on TikTok from I forget the gentleman's name, but anyway, he was like, thinking about the thing is not doing the thing. Talking about the thing is not doing the thing. Writing about the thing is not doing the thing. Only thing that can do the thing is doing the thing. So use that for whatever it may mean for you right now. So I say that to say we meditated, prayed, whoop, got a nice little, saying did the YouTube. This is the YouTube, but we did the TikTok joint. We got the IG joint down. Whoop. Now we reading a little bit. I've been got this book. I should have just. It's like a financial blueprint. You know what I'm saying? It's You Deserve to Be Rich by the good guys at Earn Your Leisure. If they ever see this, man, go on recruit me, man. I fuck with y'all the long way. I just, as I'm getting this money, I'm gonna give it to y'all. Y'all tell me what to do with it, type shit. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't trying to know everything. I would like to be able to have enough knowledge in certain areas of life to where I can have a conversation. I can understand what somebody's telling me, understand the advice that they're giving me, but I am not looking to be an expert on all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to keep the main thing and allow that to springboard everything else. You know what I'm saying? Very I'm gonna call it LeBron-ish, because I think he's just an amazing athlete and has just, he's just taken the game further. But all of them have. Mike did, Kobe did, he did, Steph does. But nonetheless, so some affirmations I found that I thought were pretty cool. I just wrote them down. I got affirmations out the ass. I'm doing mirror work. I got a list of goals that I sit in front of the mirror, and I've been consistently in the morning looking over them, looking in the mirror, giving myself love and joy and affirmation. I've also been doing it at nighttime, but one thing I've noticed is like my nervous system would be like, nah, don't do that shit. But I think it's just, being stuck in survival mode, and honestly, you're embedding something in your subconscious, so that way, instead of something happening, your first thought is to bitch and moan, or my first thought is to bitch and moan. It is actually to remember my goals, remember my affirmations, pray about it. My whole energy right now is to pray bigger, carry myself with the energy I believe I'm supposed to. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like self-doubt, has been a crippler in the past. Just that feeling of not feeling good enough for any and everything. Always just thinking that you need to be taller, bigger, stronger, faster, smarter, more athletic. I guess that would kind of be the bigger, stronger, faster part. But you know what I'm saying. Make excuses of, as soon as I get this camera, I'm going to do this. As soon as I get this lens, I'm going to do this. As soon as I get this, I'm going to do that. But then another big one for me, other than the writing the thing is not doing the thing, is you have what you need. When I think about, okay, instead of thinking like, man, I don't feel like I have much, instead of thinking I have more than enough, and start thinking I have more than enough, it is a paradigm shift. Like, I'm really big on paradigm shifts. So I go back to the mirror work with the goals and shit. There are times where I feel extremely uncomfortable doing that. But that's when I'll run to it. Like, I've done this before, but I just didn't stay consistent because the uncomfortableness of it. And then life starts lifing, and it's like, okay, this shit's not working. Where the only thing that's changed now is the paradigm shift of truly believe. I'm not gonna sit here and say I know, because other people's success stories are not my own yet. Success does leave footprints. There are certain things that, from my studies and readings of just great men and women, that I do see certain patterns in my life. But until we've kind of weathered the storm, if you will, I'm not gonna sit here and lie, or I'm not lying, but I'm not gonna boost either. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna keep it 100. Internally, feel very abundant. I feel like a new being, and it is literally, I think, one of the main things for me that's working right now is just understanding that I've done it my way for so long, so why not try it another way? Why not be consistent? Why not say, fuck it, I bet. You know what I'm saying? Because life's gonna throw a curveball at you anyway. I'm still trying to knock that bitch out the park. Whether you throw a slider, whether you throw a fastball, curve, it don't matter. I'm trying to lawn that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? So, and just being consistent with that. These are just some of the affirmations I found. My mind is worth millions. Every penny I spend is returned to me tenfold. I get paid to exist. That's a really big one, because my goal is, outside of becoming the greatest professional wrestler the world has ever seen, and really now this is G14 classified, but y'all family, I'm gonna tell you, my real goal when I get into WWE is to become the new people's champion. And when I say that, I'm not looking to just be on some like, oh, I'm the new people's champion. I'm just gonna, like, I could do that, but I'm really like, the way Ali respected Rock when he did it, I'm looking for Rock to be like, and that's something you gotta earn, bro. I'm speaking it into existence, but the work is starting to match the faith. So it's like I'm starting to really get excited and see that, because faith has never been my problem. My work ethic was, my discipline was, me was the problem, not God. So anyway, I get paid to exist, which means I can eat pancakes again in the morning. You feel me? That's all a nigga want to do, is make these videos, do my studies, and eat pancakes and omelets in the morning. You feel what I'm saying? Now, don't make this about you. It's about me. So let's get back to it. I'm always in the right place at the right time. My name is spoken of amongst the most successful people. I actually got like a list of people. I got Book, Rock, AAA, Sean, Taker, and them. You know what I'm saying? Don't throw Austin in that thing, boy. I'll pass the fuck out. Randy, Roman, pass the fuck out. I'm telling you that right now. I am in alignment with the frequency of generational wealth. That's a really cool one. That's a really cool one. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be one of them type of parents, like, you were raised rich. Yes, I'm gonna leave you something. If let's say God blessed me with 100 million in my lifetime, right? And let's say I got 3 babies, each of them getting 15, 20 mil, whether in trust funds or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I say that just to say, like, if they got 5 million, bitch, you better make it happen. I don't know what to tell you. It wasn't no millions when I was born, and your dad went and got it. Your mom's went, and got it. So, or maybe she's just, I don't fucking know. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not gonna raise some spoiled ass kid with entitlement. I'm just not, bro. You gonna get up. You gonna have some grind. You gonna have some grit to you. That's for damn sure. I don't play that shit. Cause me and my mother never really had shit, but what we did have, she was spoiled me with it. And getting out of that spoiled mentality took some time. Getting out of that entitlement mentality took some time. And sometimes maybe you do feel right in your entitlement. Maybe it's like, oh, I've been wronged here, so I feel like I should get this here. And I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, if you could transmute that energy of entitlement into grit and grind, like, give yourself that entitlement. Like, nah, I'm gonna show up for me in that way. I'm not gonna look for anybody else in this world to do that, though. You take all your power back type shit. Spoil yourself, but don't think that anybody else's job is to spoil you. So, and then one thing about this YouTube channel is I'm looking for my future kids to be able to look at this and be like, okay, this is what Pops was on his road to success. On my road to success, maybe I can lean on this, because talking to that nigga can get a little frustrating. So, understanding that I wrote this one differently than how I saw it, but I was looking to make it my own. I am in alignment with being the most badass pro wrestler we've seen in generations. I am in alignment with being the new people's champion. I am in alignment with my most abundant self. And when I say abundant, for me, I got confident, consistent, free, disciplined, swaggadocious, joyous, and just like, for me, I just think, like, getting out of my shell, staying out that motherfucker, understanding there's no need to be in that bitch, that I'm too cold to be in a shell. Truly not. And I think for me, it's like, I was my mother's only child. My pops got 6 of them. But I'm the baby on that side, so I get the baby treatment from pops, and I'm my mother's only. So, this is a good point of why I should stop smoking, because I don't remember the point I was making. So we're just gonna move on. That's what we're gonna do. My wealth compounds daily. There's a word in there, but I don't really know how to pronounce it, and I'm not really trying to sound retarded on camera. So, that's not the right word. I'm not trying to sound mentally handicapped on camera. So, we're just going to keep it moving right now. And I am now stepping into the identity of my next level. And then I just wrote, it's level up season, bro. Because it is, bro. It is. I would love for anybody hearing this to just take it as a moment. Like, you may not be there yet. You may be at the point where you're still kind of figuring out life. What's your flow? I'm extremely hard-headed. I feel like, just for an example, God's been telling me to be consistent on camera. I started a YouTube channel before it was a hot thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw, like, okay, it's starting to pick up a little bit, and started one, and whether it was good or whether it was bad, it's irrelevant. I should have just stayed consistent, because then, and then I forget Cuz's name, but he's a streamer. And he showed that he doesn't need donations or tips anymore. And he showed the timeline it took for him to start making money. And let's say he started in, I'm just going to say, let's say, for example, 2010, 2009. He didn't start making money until 2019. So he had almost 10 years, around 10 years worth of grind. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was making some, like it was a graph. And to be honest, it's not my business. The thing that I was so impressed with was the simple fact that, one, he was like, bro, I don't need y'all donations, bro. I made 30-something plus million. I'm good on y'all, for real. Y'all keep y'all money. But really, I was impressed by the fact that you grinded it out. You know, if I had grinded it out, it may be there. But that's hindsight. It's always 2020. And we're not really worried about that, simply because, like, I'm proud of who I am today and who I'm becoming and where I am. So maybe if I did, I wouldn't have gotten in the ring, and I never would have started wrestling, and I wouldn't have found something I truly love. So who knows? But what an opportunity to be grateful. What an opportunity to learn from other people's successes, but also their failures, bro. So I would just say, whatever it is in life, I was going to say that I can be extremely hard-headed. I would hit my head against the wall for sure. I would do everything I can just to do it my way. I always thought being comfortable being uncomfortable was kind of just like finding comfort in being broke, finding comfort in survival mode, and finding comfort in playing shit small. But I have just gotten to the point where it's like, the fuck are we playing small for? I'm not going to be able to honor the memory of my mother by playing it small. That's me. I'm not going to reach my goals the way that I see them or surpass them playing shit small. And I've never really thought like I've had haters. But to be honest, even if I know I do, but it's like, okay, and I don't think about them niggas. Like, some people use them as a motivator. I could give a fuck. I've been more so of like, been my biggest hater is myself. So the fact that my paradigm shift of thought is starting to truly change into, I root for me. I will show up for me. I don't play about me. You're not going to talk to me this kind of way. You're not going to treat me this kind of way. I deserve better. Showing up in those little ways for yourself is one of the most beautiful and cold things that you can possibly do. And another way I show up for myself is making these YouTube videos. It's being consistent. It's posting even when I don't feel like posting. I made a video yesterday that I'm just gonna post. The quality's probably doo-doo. I was talking 20 minutes, kind of, I ain't gonna say complaining, but I will say I was venting a little bit. But only reason I'm posting it is, well, it's a couple reasons. One, to spite myself of saying, oh, okay, it's not perfect, so you can't post. Fuck that. I'm gonna post that. I'm gonna post this. I'm probably not gonna even edit it, because if I do, I'm gonna start creating excuses of why I don't post. So fuck that. Just post. Whoop whoop. Make shit happen. And then the one from yesterday that I'm posting, it's like same thing. And also I really got into this whole joint on some like, I look to edify God. Like I know I can be successful when I put my mind to something. I have this deep knowing of like, and it's, when I say deep knowing, it's like, it's not always surface level. You know what I'm saying? Like when doubt creeps in, anxiety creeps in, fear creeps in, you know, false evidence appearing real. You know, I have faltered in the past for sure. I'm God having a human experience, so I'm not really tripping too much on that, because I'm blessed in the way where God will pull me to the side and remind me, like, no, you know you one of the ones, don't you? You know you one of the ones, boy. You know I got shit I need you to do, because it's not just about me. It's about how can I serve. So showing up for myself and having that paradigm of thought is getting outside of myself and asking, okay, if I'm here to serve, how can I serve? And the only way I can serve is to be 100. And I'm saying all this, I want to show the process the whole way through. Like sometimes I do have doubt, sometimes I do have anxiety, sometimes I have fucked up, sometimes I didn't go as hard as I needed to go. Not every day am I Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I'm really sad about when I think of Kobe. Sidebar is, it was like 3 people that I really just admired the most when I grew up. It was Kobe, Rock, and Lil Wayne. Them 3 people. Now don't get me wrong, I have other like celebrity people that I've kind of looked to, like, okay, yeah, that I can borrow some of that swag. Jamie Foxx, Martin Lawrence, certain people that without you I don't know how I would have survived. But those 3 were just like the 3 I elevated the most. And not having Kobe on this planet sucks, because I know that I just feel like I would have been the type of person he would have fucked with on some type of level. I feel like we would have rocked with each other. I feel like I could have came to him and been like, man, I need you to be my life coach. I need you in my life as that big bro, as that to really help take my grind to the next level, because it is bigger than me. And I don't believe we do shit alone. Like, yeah, I'm out here right now on my own, sharing my experience, but I'm blessed to be able to do so. I've been blessed with an opportunity to come down here. I've been blessed with an opportunity to speak, to be able by. There are times, like, to be honest, I get kind of choked up thinking about it. There are times I think, man, I shouldn't even be here. God has truly had a purpose for me. So, and God got a purpose for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And when I say God, I don't mean that in any specific way, because I don't want to alienate nobody. This is a place where I just love you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we always going to agree. We always going to like each other. We always going to see eye to eye. But there can always be a respect. There can be a love there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be I'm right, you wrong all the fucking time. You get what I mean? Even if I am right, okay. And like, I'm sure there's something that you know that I don't, that I'm going to be wrong on. So let's just keep that moving. And I just want that to be said. But yeah. It really sucks that Kobe's not around. But I say that to say, because what about the days that you didn't have it? What about the days that you weren't Kobe Bean Bryant? What about the days that you didn't have mama mentality? Where is it really you in that bitch every day, 4-5 o'clock in the morning, whoop every day? Like, you really like that? And then being around somebody like that, like, how can we take it to a whole nother level? How can I take where I'm at and learn? Like, I don't feel like I'm one of them, I like how Kobe or MJ, they have like this disgusting work ethic that puts fear into others. I don't know if I got it like that. I do believe the more I refine, the more I work on it, I do have a disgusting work ethic. But like, if it's like them, I don't know. But I say that to say, I feel like an ability or a gift that God has given me is that I can learn like a mother flood pucker. And definitely when I respect the person that standing before me, for an example, like if I'm in school and books like, look, I need you to do it this way, I'm not gonna really ask him too many. I will ask questions if it's like the mechanics, or can I add a little sauce here, something like that, just so he understands there's a communication that I'm willing to not only do what you tell me to do, but I'm willing to take it a step further. But I'm not arguing. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm like, okay, he said take it to this level, I'm gonna take it to this level, and I'm looking to pass it because why not? We here. So you know what I'm saying? That would have been my thing. Kobe would have been like my guy. That'd have been my fucking guy. But it is what it is, man. When you bless what you get, his family aside, I know I'm not the only one who missed Kobe. So I don't know how I got into a Kobe tangent, but it's always a good time to talk about Kobe Bean Bryant, baby. But yeah, so we got the Afro. I stop playing with me. I do the gratitude joint. Another thing I want to say before I really get into kind of really actually reading the book is I had to sit with God and ask God, like, bro, I don't feel grateful. Like, what the fuck are we grateful for? And the reason I say this because the way that I've been taught or have been learning about setting your own energy, setting your own tone, and manifesting the things of your desires is simply gratitude is the key. Like if you're not grateful, it's not really going, pop for you. And I don't know how true that is, because there are people who are uberly successful, and I don't know if they're necessarily the stable child for gratitude. But I think having certain things in your life with a certain energy, like I can sleep well at night. I can make $1 million right now and I'm sleep like a fucking baby. I don't owe nobody nothing. I ain't do nothing crazy to get mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, my integrity has went up. My spirit went up. I got this from a spiritual way. I took a major leap on faith and said, okay, God, this vision that you're showing me is colder than the life I'm living. So what do I need to do that? God kind of gave me a game plan, a blueprint. And I'm always one to call God's bluff. Like, if God's like, all right, look, I got something for you, watch this, I'm gonna be right there, like, watching, like, all right, show me. I need, because at some point, and you may get to this point where you get tired of listening to other people's stories of success or life, and you got to live your own. It's only so much that a book can teach you. It's only so much that a person's story can tell you. It's the small nuances, and that's why I was going with Kobe. It's the small moments of triumph and failure, of is this working? And then you got to sit there and off of faith, off of prayer, off of an angel number, if you will, say, all right, cool, I'm on the right path, I'm doing the right thing, let's keep it moving. So I guess what I'm saying is, just go with God. And I see, again, this is why I gotta stop smoking, because I don't remember what the fuck I was about to say. I gotta start writing shit down, man. I really do. But yeah, those small moments of doubt, fuck them. That's what we on right now. We really about it. We have to, like, as I'm making this, I felt like I made some heat last episode. Nigga, 3 views, bruh. But one day, God gonna take them 3 views, and they're gonna be 300, then they're gonna be 3,000, they're gonna be 3 million, and they might even be 3 billion, bitch. Stop playing with me. So it's like, I guess I'm at that point where it's like I got this deep belief in myself, because I really do. I believe in God more than I believe in myself a lot of times. It's easier. Like, I can just look at these trees, I can look at the sky, I can look at the grass and just be like, yeah, God crazy, bro. God be snapping, boy. Go crazy. I'm like, man, I'd never be able to create no tree. If God was like, man, Jonathan, make an element, I'd be like, bro, I don't know what the fuck to even, you know what I'm saying? My imagination don't work like that. So, but understanding just the same way that I am my father's child, that I'm my mother's child, that I am God's child, that I am that energy is what fills this vessel. How can I use it more? How can I really stand in on it? How can I remove BS from around me? And I'm sorry if I'm getting off topic. I'm just kind of going places with it because we're kicking it, and we, you know, it's morning time, and you know, morning conversations type shit. But yeah, I'm about to get back to it. Oh, that's what I was saying. The gratitude part. It's just like, and I still struggle with this. Like, feeling gratitude when you're in survival mode is like, that is a challenge. That is a fucking challenge. I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. When your mind is jumbled up because you got shit due, and it's, you know, your back against the wall, and you standing there on faith, but you can't pay DTE with faith. You can't pay. You know, there's a saying like, dreams don't pay bills, but then I heard somebody say mines do. Oh no, it was I heard that in Notorious. They were like, you were talking to Diddy, and Biggie was right in front of him. It's right as they were like meeting each other, and Cuz was like, man, dreams don't pay bills. Biggie was like, his do. And I was, ever since then, I was like, what a fucking response. Cause I'm like, bro, what if your dreams do pay your bills? That's the point I'm looking to get. It's like, my dreams pay my bills, bitch. I created a life for myself that is so gorgeous that, you know, a part of me feels like I came back to do this shit again on purpose. Like, life gets to a point where it's so lit, and it's hard for me to say that and really believe it sometimes, because life has been, you know, life be lifing, you know what I'm saying, like it do for everybody, or at least most of us. But life was lifing, so it's hard to believe like, oh yeah, I came back to do this shit again. But a part of me has always kind of felt like kind of like a roller coaster. Roller coasters, as crazy as they are, if you have fun on a roller coaster, you'll get back in that line and go again. You know what I'm saying? Definitely if you got the skip the line pass. But and that's kind of what I feel like life is like this beautiful opportunity to experience growth but I just feel like I don't know. And I say I don't know because we're still living, and some things are left to be experienced instead of over talking them. So still waiting to see that part of it. Like, still waiting to see, like, I did come here to do this shit because it was lit, right? Where the lit part at? And so when I'm going over to gratitude with God, it's like, bro, don't tell me to be grateful and the AC in the car not working. Don't tell me to be grateful and niggas eating ramen noodles at night. Don't tell me to be grateful. But then I shit you not, as I'll say something like that, like clever, like, oh, don't tell me to be grateful and I eat ramen noodles. I'll literally just drive past a homeless person, and that homeless person will have an energy that outdoes mine every single time. I'm talking, well, not every single time, but like, that's what's been happening recently. Like, if I sit on a certain thought of, I'm just gonna say, for lack of way to describe it, what was me too long, I'll run across a homeless person and they'll be jumping out in the street just, oh my God, hi, oh my goodness, trying to entertain and shit for $1. And it's like, bruh, you never know how good you got it. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, comparison is the thief of happiness. You never want to compare, because it could go both ways. You could be looking at somebody that you think is lower than you, but then shit, look at somebody that you think is higher than you, and then you'll be right back to where you was at, square middle. So it's never a good thing to do, but to be able to see someone and say, just for a moment, man, like, all right, I'm blessed, I'm thankful, and just keep it moving. And then if you really got, find it in your heart, say a little prayer for them. And I do that for people who I find to be successful as shit, and I say that for people who seem like they going through it. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing, man, because I see myself as successful in a bitch. So I, of course I pray for successful people. The fuck? But anyway, I feel like I said most of what I wanted to say. I just want to get my reading on, get my note taken on just for a minute. Just be able to be like, set that tone. Then we're gonna run a couple miles, do some push-ups, some squats, shit like that. And then we're gonna skedaddle. Edit this, post it. The grind continues. I feel like I'm at that point in life where God is sitting me down so I understand the only thing I truly have is God. And I have to Sorry about that. But yeah, I feel like God is sitting me down so that way I can understand the only thing that I truly do have is God. So that way I can ask God, okay, so how do I serve? How do we elevate out this situation? How do we manifest the life we want, but in a spiritual way, so that way it's never attached to an ego. Nobody can just come take something that God has blessed you with. You know what I'm saying? I fear no man, but I will fear, how can I say this? It's not fear, but like I'm not about to put myself in a position to where a man can come and fuck my shit up. And I don't know a more philosophical way to put it, but I'm not about to be eating out somebody's fucking hand. You got me fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Hell no, I'm God's child, bitch. You got me so fucked up right now. Kiss my ass with that. So what we gonna do is manifest it from a spiritual place. That way we know we are one with God. So maybe instead of $1 billion, God bless you with 5 to 10 milli. I'm cool with the 5 to 10 milli because God gave it to me. You get what I'm saying? I don't need all that, my nigga. I got a crib I'm manifesting right now, but it's for me and my folks. It ain't for just me. If it's just me, I'll buy me like 50 acres on the beach, farm, like land somewhere or something crazy like that where you right on the water. Give me a house / crib like Riggs and Lethal Weapon. Either 2 or 4, like how he was right on the beach, man. Give me a dog and I'm chilling, my nigga. I'm chilling. That's me. That's not even me trying to play it small. That's me just being 100% genuine with me. But thanks to my family, thanks to God's asking me to maybe go for a little bit more. But at the same time, I'll be standing there with God like, bruh, hold on now. What you can't do, or what we not about to do, is I say, okay, I'm gonna do what you tell me to do, and then leave me hanging. Or I'm how can I say this? I love me some God. So I'm not gonna, when I say I'm not a biblical scholar, I will study any esoteric or exoteric piece of literature I can get my hands on, and I do my best to try to understand it. I'm not somebody in there trying to memorize shit. I'm trying to find answers that work for me. That's one other thing I learned. I learned if you're trying to memorize shit, it's probably for debate. For me, I'm trying to learn shit so I can be a better man. And when the Bible tells you that God will make a place for you before your enemies, what about the enemy? What about the enemy that's on the inside that tells you that you can't do something, that you got it, or people gonna see you, yada yada yada. So really just overcoming that is like, how can I serve? And then expressing that and sharing it. That's why I'm getting long with it. That's why this video is like this. It's because I can show you workout videos all day long. I can try to make you giggle all day long. One thing I cannot do though is fake the funk. I can, but I'm not about to. I'm not about to. That's not me. And I don't want it to be me. So manifesting a life that comes from God may take a little bit more effort. It may take a little bit more work. It may take less for you. I don't know. All I'm saying is if you feel like there's more that you can do, then do it. And if you feel like God's telling you to do less, then do less. It's scary, for a lack of a better word, because you have no control. You can't really see what the fuck is going on. But it's also extremely exciting because you know you're doing things that you've never done before, and you're becoming a version of yourself that you've never been. And at the end of the day, we're not gonna get out this bitch alive. So it's like, my rule is, you ain't got no kids, go ahead and make a life for you. Now, if you got kids, you got to make the life for them. You got to take care of your babies. I'm big on that. That's the one trump card, if you ask me. But even still, man, like, I just want my baby. I want to be able to tell my babies, you can do anything you put your heart and mind to. You go with God, and if it be for you, then no man can stand against you. And be an example of that. I go back to my original point of, like, God, make me successful in our way, in a way that it's like me and God sat down, we got real intimate with this shit. I found uber success. And when I say success, yes, that does, like, on this plane, you do need financial success. You do need a certain amount of stability, if you will. That's just how this plane exists. But I don't pretend like God don't know what the fuck going on no more. Just get to work, be about it. Because at the end of the day, God called me home right now. I was giving it everything I could. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, we'll next lifetime, can we maybe do this a little bit better, maybe a little bit different? But in this lifetime, let's make it lit as fuck. Let's do some cold shit. Let's do some shit that's beyond, you know, myself and all that. But yeah, man, I appreciate you watching. I'm gonna get to this book. Probably hit the workout. I'm gonna hit the workout. I'm gonna make another video real quick just explaining why the name of the YouTube channel is what it is. But other than that, man, I love y'all, man. Go have a beautiful day, have a beautiful night, whatever you're doing. But give yourself 15-20 minutes at bare minimum of just being still, talking to God. And just give that to yourself. You owe it to yourself. If your kids making noise, tell their ass shut the hell up for 15-20 minutes so you can talk to God before you snap on somebody. If you're going through it, I'm praying that you get through it. If you feel alone, you a damn lie, because God got you. Your brother's out here. I'm rooting for you. I love you, and I know God gonna bless you with some angels if He hasn't already in your life. There's nothing that you cannot do. If you are able-bodied, that means you are able to do something about it. Go be every bit as great as you are meant to be. Let your light shine. The only person who benefits from you playing small is your fucking haters. So go get yours. Love you.